Hello, welcome to your tarot forecast reading for the month of May. I decided to do something a little different this month because I don't want to get burned out doing the same spreads over and over. So this time I want to try doing the chakra spread for the 12 signs. I felt inspired to do this spread for the monthly videos after I posted the Tuesday tarot tutorial this past week explaining how to do this particular layout. I thought it would be fun to do this for the monthly videos since it is really a fun spread to do and it is one of my personal favorites. So I hope that you guys enjoy it too. If you do prefer another type of layout for me to do for the monthly forecasts, such as the Celtic cross or cards representing each day of the week, feel free to leave me your feedback in the comments section below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and let's get started with your readings. Virgo, for the chakra spread, I will be pulling 7 cards, starting with the root chakra and moving my way up to the crown. Each card will indicate the current state of being for your sign. Just give these cards another quick little shuffle here on camera. And actually I want to draw this card here, which is shows the base, and all of these cards have the chakra images on them as sort of a visual representation of what I will be concentrating on pulling here. So show me the card for the root. So the root is the connection to the earth. It's the needs and security. It's your safety and connection to the worlds. You have the Lover's card. Okay, so the root is grounding. It's how you feel connected and sort of grounded. Both of these people are standing on the earth. So they're connected to the earth. And there's a very natural state of being that they're both in, okay? There is a sense of like natural and holistic health that's coming through for this message. Eating good food. The types of food you eat this month, Virgo, because I'm seeing the tree here. There's fruit on one of them, and there's other ones that has like fire as well, which could indicate indigestion. But I'm also just seeing like, you know, how you're processing food. Grounding foods, I don't know, such as, you know, rice, nuts, seeds, if you're a meat eater, things like that, but make sure that it's from a pure source, and, you know, less sugar intake. It'll help you feel grounded. Anyway, so that's your connection to the earth. Your needs, security, and safety connection to the world, it feels very balanced. And you want to see this sort of balance energy when you look at the chakras because, like I had mentioned in my tarot tutorial video, which I talk a little bit more about what the chakra is. It's an energy center. It's a wheel that spins in your body. You want it to be balanced. You want it to be running smoothly, just like a wheel, you know, on your car. You want all the tires to be balanced so that your vehicle moves, you know, steadily. That's just an example. But yes, you want to see balance, and I do feel that I see that for you in this card. You have a lot of colors here, which is really great. You do have a lot of red. You have this like red mountain here, which is solid, and you want to see any of the colors that are drawn out of the tarot that correspond to the chakra that you're looking at. And I hope you can see, I'm really apologize, but the sun is just now set and I don't have any more natural light, so I'm using some artificial light and it's casting some shadows. So I hope that you're able to see that well. I do have the red mountain here, just that very much that earthy energy and connecting with that nature. So it looks healthy. Sacral, which is your feelings and emotions. This is not just your feelings and emotions, but it's also your sexuality, and it's your creativity. It's your connection with others. It's current energy in all of your relationships, what you feel about your relationships, what you believe about your relationships this month. Let's go ahead and take a look what that looks like for you. Okay. You know, you do have a lot of personal power here, which I'll get to in the next card, which is good. I'm seeing a lot of red, and I'm seeing a lot of yellow. And I do see mostly red and yellow in this card as well. The orange, not as much, but that's okay. You know, she is in her garden. So what do you do in your garden? You grow things. You pick things off the tree, which I was mentioning here, holistic foods. Again, but since this is the chakra of, you know, how you're feeling about your relationships and your feelings, I feel like generally your emotional well-being is one of stability and contentment. But there are times this month where you might be feeling a little bit lonely. And she has all of these pentacles around her. So even though she has a lot of, you know, people around her, maybe even pets, maybe even, you know, coworkers, whatever, there is just this something lacking in the connection that you are feeling with the people around you. And that may be for a certain reason. Maybe, you know, since she has this sort of this falcon, and she has this falcon's glove, which represents control, and she's control in her environment. She is the boss of her environment for sure. Maybe there is a sense of the need to control what happens in relationships. And I'm not trying to be critical. I'm just trying to be very honest with what I see in this card. That is a possibility for some of you Virgos to sort of review your need to have a certain element of control over the outcome, how things turn out, in order for you to feel safe in the world, in order for you to feel really connected, and maybe sort of relinquishing some of that, you know, need for control. It's good to have boundaries. It's good to have healthy boundaries. But, you know, when we put too many rules in place that people don't live up to, we rule out a lot of people. And there could be an indication here that you may be feeling a little bit lonely, possibly. Maybe not for all of you, but I'm also seeing that there's a lot of growth here and a lot of enjoyment that you're having, you know, in nature, especially if you go for like nature walks or like hikes. I do see that that's very nourishing to your soul this month. So we'll go ahead and look at your solar plexus, which is your personal power, and I'm seeing already the vibrant yellow here, and the vibrant yellow in this card with all of the yellow around you. So I'm anticipating this card to be powerful. I don't really want to influence it, so I'm just going to go with what I feel that the cards speak. But the solar plexus is your vitality. It's your self-esteem, self-expression, personal power. Let's go and take a look at that. Show me the card. I feel like it's this one. I said I was anticipating for it to be powerful, and it is probably the most powerful one in the deck. So, okay, personal power. Very impactful, very strong, very powerful. Okay, it does make an impression. Your personal power, your self-will, the way that you, well, one, you have a lot of courage, which is great. You have a lot of confidence, great. You might overpower people a little bit. Hey, yeah, we all do it occasionally. But I do see that there are people that are sort of going their separate ways here. And this could be the reason to sort of split this energy, or they split up. They go their separate ways. This yellow lightning rod is hitting the top of this tower, and it's causing this sort of eruption, explosion. It's sort of upsetting the apple cart, right? From your personal power and you needing to have the final say, for one. So take an honest assessment on, you know, having to be right, honestly. Having to be right. Do you want to be right, or do you want to have harmonious relationships? Okay, so this is what this is saying for you. Now, your personal power, again, is very strong. So now, is it healthy or balanced? I don't know. You yourself would be the one to answer that. You would know. So something to look at. You do have a very powerful power chakra this month. And there's probably a reason for it. We'll get a little bit more information once we keep going through these cards. So the heart chakra is your love. So it's unconditional love that you have for yourself and others. It's not conditional, it's unconditional. It's based in genuine kindness, generosity, respect, forgiveness, and grace for other people's mistakes and yours. Okay, so here's what we have. Feeling a little bit weighted down, feeling a little bit burdened, feeling like there's a lot to bear. Does your heart feel okay? Do you feel light, or does it feel heavy? It looks heavy in this card. I'm just asking. I don't know what you would feel like personally on a personal, Virgo to Virgo basis, whoever's watching this, but just the general sense of your sign, there is this energy of like the weight of the world is on your heart and it feels very heavy, okay? Honestly, because I do see that there are people around you. I do see that relationships are very important, and your relationships and love relationships, yes, they're meeting your needs. Wonderful. You're feeling connected. But this woman is also alone. You may have people, but just the intimacy, it doesn't feel as strong or as genuine as it could, and you could be working on that this month. Personal power, again, very strong. But having to... You know that you're capable. You know that you can handle it. I mean, Virgo is a very capable sign. You're ruled by Mercury. You have a very discriminating eye for detail that most people just don't pick up. You get it. You get the picture in the long run. You're pretty objective. You have this sort of keen insight, and you instinctively know what to do, and you do it well. Okay, you do your job well, which is a wonderful distinction or asset that Virgo has. Now, wanting to relinquish some of that power to other people because you feel like they won't do it as well as you can. Taking on too much of the burdens and responsibilities. You don't have to do it alone. You can share some of the responsibilities that you have. You can share what's on your heart as well. That is a form of respecting yourself, is not taking on too much, okay, so that you feel worn down and burdened, by other people as well. So I'm getting that for you. The throat chakra. So the throat chakra is your communication. It's speaking your truth, listening. How well do you listen to other people? How well are you listening to yourself, your core? It's also the exchange of ideas that you have back and forth between people and how you speak. How are you speaking? How are you listening? How are you exchanging? What's the communication like for Virgo? Oh, this is nice. Okay, so being kind to yourself is very important. Being kind to others, being very sweet. You have very sweet speech. Okay. Are you listening? Yes, you are listening. This page is sort of leaning in towards this cup, and he's hearing the spiritual message that's coming, okay? It's subtle. It's not, in your face. It's not, super overpowering. It's subtle. It's very quiet. You might need to be quiet in order to hear it. You may need to shut off your devices in order to hear your soul, in order to hear spirit talking to you, because it's quiet. It's also children. This card represents children. So it's also your inner child. Are you speaking to yourself the way you would a child? If you break something, do you go, oh my God, I can't believe I freaking did that. Oh my God, I messed up again. You're being too critical on yourself. Or are you saying, that's okay, we all make mistakes? That sort of thing. How are you talking to yourself? This is a good sign. If you are already doing this and you are already being very gentle with yourself, then that's great. I do see that energy there for you for May, so wonderful. But it also could be an indicator that you need to bring this energy into your life as well. And I do see there is a lot of blue that you're wearing, and it's interesting that the blue from the throat chakra is actually covering his neck. Well, it's very close to his neck, but it's coming around here, like how you express yourself. It's very innocent, very sweet sort of energy. It's nice. Are you speaking nicely to yourself? Hopefully, yes. So you have the third eye chakra. Third eye chakra is your psychic awareness. It's your visions, dreams. It can be daydreams. It could be nighttime dreams. It's reflections, insights, your intuition, right? Let's see what we got going on for you, Virgo. Show me the card. Wow, okay. So a lot of the signs, I think I've been doing them in order, so I think Cancer, Leo, and now you, Virgo, have all had a character, you've had a king, actually, king court card show up for this area around the third eye or the crown. So this is saying that you have a guide, okay? Now, this guide feels like it's like Archangel Michael because he's often seen with the sword. It's a very fierce protector, very fierce defender, okay? It's a very harsh energy. It's not a gentle one. But again, that sort of objective viewpoint, seeing things from above and sort of looking down. You've got the bird's eye view up here, the birds. So, and you do have this sort of powerful energy coming in through here for your power chakra. So I feel like your power is very much connected to this guide. And he is the king of words. He is the king of discrimination. He's the king of insight. And he's very smart, right? Very quick. So I do see, you know, the king of communication being very much connected to the page here. So one is very sweet, very sensitive, very gentle, and the other is very stern, very harsh, very critical. So again, I feel like this is sort of reiterating that message of being kind with your speech to yourself and others as well. But he's speaking to you. This guide is speaking to you, and I do feel like if you're quiet enough, you can hear it. You can listen, okay? He's protecting you, for sure. He's protecting your personal power. Oftentimes, like energetic leeches, they tend to gravitate towards your power chakra because that's where they drain your power. So if you have this sort of energy of people being, you know, split their separate ways, it could be because this king is sort of looking out for you, right? He's sort of fending off energetic leeches in some way. I would be very thankful. You can talk to him. He's definitely talking to you. Are you hearing him? So the crown chakra is your integration of all of these. And it's your connection to God and the goddess and spirit. It's the divine intelligence. And how well are you connecting with spirit? Oh. Do you feel disappointed in some way? Do you feel like God has let you down? Do you feel like you have gotten the short end of the stick? Do you feel like if you have prayed and asked for things that your prayers weren't answered in some way? You know, it's not over yet. There's still hope. There's still this connection behind you. There's still an answer. You know, the answer is yes. Now, you're not willing to see it right now, and it feels like you're sort of disappointed in some way with, you know, something did not turn out the way you expected, and it feels like you're sort of, you know, as we all do, we could get upset with God, right? When things don't turn out. God, why did you let this happen to me, right? Why am I in this situation? Why am I even here as a human being? I'm depressed. I'm lonely. I don't want to be here, you know? Life is hard, okay? So you may be talking about your grievances to God this month. Now, I do see that you're not looking at the opportunity here behind you. But there is a connection here, and I feel like this guy does want to connect with you. There's an aspect of yourself that you want to reconnect with. It's your spiritual self, the all-knowing, psychic, powerful energy that you have within you. You're not looking at it for some reason, sort of cutting yourself short. I feel compassion when I see this card. You know, having compassion for yourself, having compassion for others, and, you know, forgiving your parents so that you can connect to the god and the goddess. Okay. So all in all, this was a very powerful reading, Virgo, and I hope you don't feel like I was being harsh or critical on you. I'm just sort of seeing these messages come through, and I just want to help you. So hopefully this did help you. I do feel like you have a very strong rooted connection here to the earth and nature, and really this is just saying, like, take care of you and take care of your needs. And this is also a card of communication as well, so it's about spiritual communication and reestablishing that connection on a daily basis, you know, that will help you feel grounded and rooted in the world. Okay. All right, you've got someone protecting you. You've got someone on your side in the spirit realm. And, you know, he's a powerful dude. So are you with this Tower card running your power chakra. So you really do have the ability to create and manifest whatever it is that you need in a very powerful way. This has an impact. You have an impact in this world. You have an impact on your immediate environment. And don't discredit or discount that. You need to sort of reaffirm how powerful you are. Okay, so Virgo, I do hope that you enjoyed watching this reading. I wanted to share with you that, again, like I said, this is my favorite spread to do lately. I've really enjoyed doing it for myself, and I think this is probably the most, like, my most favorite monthly spread that I've done for the 12 signs for the monthly reading since I started my channel back in like August or September. And I've been doing this for years. I've been reading tarot for many years, and I've just recently gotten on YouTube to do this. I feel like I've just recently gotten the courage to put myself out there. It does take a lot. This takes a lot of time and dedication, work, and effort to do, to record these, edit them, upload them. And, you know, it takes a lot of courage and vulnerability to put yourself out there on the internet for any sort of reaction that people may have. So I hope that you like these videos, and I hope you appreciate what I'm trying to do for you. And so thank you so much for liking and sharing my videos and for subscribing to my channel. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me through my website in the description box below. Otherwise, I will see you in the upcoming monthly forecast videos, or any of the weekly oracle videos, or the tarot tutorial videos that I've been posting. So thank you so much for watching, and be well.